morning, YouTubers, friends, followers, and subscribers. And obviously, my Trevorites, but mainly the subscribers, because you're the ones that keep the channel growing. Also to my lovers and haters, those of you that are waste of spacers, chicken chasers, and master bakers. Yeah, you make bread and croissants. Welcome to my YouTube channel. But if you're watching this right now and you've not yet subscribed, why not? It's free. Well, people, it's Monday morning. Yes, believe it or not, bit of trivia here. Today's the day that you're most likely to have a heart attack. It is indeed, with the stress of work and the stress of a week ahead. So, yeah, bear that in mind today when you're dancing around like a lunatic. Right, it's also back to school. I'm still waiting on a phone call just in case the teachers decide to have a strike day or a teacher training day. Yes, still waiting for it, yeah. Or maybe does the electricity not work, the toilets don't flush, the heating doesn't work, there's always something, the computers have went down. Fucking today's teachers are shit. But anyway, but in my day, when I was at school, teachers would come in, real, hail or snow, umbrellas blown apart, covered, soaked, they would still get in there and carry out a good day's teaching. And they got it from books. Yes, they did. Yeah. None of these computers or screens. Yeah, it was all done on a blackboard. Yes, it was a blackboard back then. Yes, chalk. And it was done because the teachers were filled with knowledge. Yes. None of today's nonsense. Okay, today we're going to talk about critical race theory. Let's talk about black inventors. Do we know any? Not one person in my school would have known any. Who invented the phone? Oh, that was that white guy. Okay. Who invented the car? Another white guy. Who invented planes? Another. Anyway, let's move away from that there. I'm still laughing inside as the movement of Black Lives Matter is in financial ruin after the founder used millions of pounds of people's generosity to have a lavish lifestyle. She hired her brother, who's not even qualified in security, as a security guy. Yeah, over $1 million went to him. Yes. Well, it just goes to show you that the people in charge of Black Lives Matter didn't really think that Black Lives mattered. They thought that their lives were more important. Another fraudulent movement quashed. Yes. I'll take a knee to give you $10. Anyway, there we go. That's another thing moved to the side. Yes. Every movement turns out to be fraudulent, doesn't it? Anyway, it's good to see our Prime Minister, the United Kingdom Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, today has pledged, not an Amber Heard pledge, where it'll never happen, but he's pledged $1 billion to help teach tens of thousands of nurses, midwives, doctors, dentists over the next 5 years. That's £1 billion he's pledged. Fall to deaf ears, though, Rishi, doesn't it? Because let's look at this. In April, there was £102 million pledged for the Amazon rainforest. You pledged $4.6 billion to Ukraine. You pledged, Liz Truss before you pledged $2.4 billion to Ukraine. You then pledged 130 billion pounds to help the UK, vulnerable people in the UK, deal with the energy crisis. It seems that our prime ministers are pledging away my son's future, giving it away, handing it away. Yes, but there we go. We're very good at giving money away, aren't we? Yeah, not very good at fixing ourselves. Right, what else is happening? Do you remember the Rwanda Plan? Yes, we're going to fly away. I mean, all these people arriving on our shores illegally, we're going to round them up and we're going to feed them and clothe them and tell them what we're going. And we're going to fly them to Rwanda, where we've spent billions of pounds already in building complexes with basically like holiday complexes, and that's where they'll go. Oh, and Strasbourg hit out human rights. Well, we can't do that. That's illegal. Well, guess what? It's now been proven that the judge that presided over that case, Strasbourg, who said we couldn't send them to Rwanda, his findings were illegal and Britain didn't have to obey him. So there we go. We shouldn't have to listen to anyone. We do what we think is best for our nation, and I don't care who gets in the way. We don't need Biden. We don't need Germany. We certainly don't need France. We don't need someone in Holland or Belgium telling us what to do we? Yes, yes. If anything, they should all be taking a knee for the United Kingdom, for saving them, because they should all be speaking German. They should all have swastikas on, and they should all be speaking German. They all should be. Yes. You're welcome. Yes. Got an email this morning from a lady, which I read. Bit long, who asked me. She says she watches my videos, and she watches other channels, which is good. That's good. With my connections, could I please look into areas to find the manifesto of the flights which flew Harry, Meghan, Archie and Lilibet out to see if the kids existed? And going to be honest with you, I don't care about the kids. I really don't. If they exist, if they don't exist, I don't. It doesn't get to me. It doesn't eat away at me every day. I don't think about them. They're non-entities. It's a couple which is slowly losing its global reach of bullshit. So let's not keep. I don't care. And here's the thing, and this is how YouTube and other social media platforms work. They don't mind you saying things in my opinion, I believe, but whenever you start to bring people's children into the situation, they will shut you down. And I've seen other channels get shut down for talking about people's children. So I'm not going to start to do that. Why? Because I'm not a complete dickhead. All right. So there we go. Good question, though. Right. In new polls out today, 2/3 of Britons believe that trans women should not go anywhere near female toilets. Yes. 1/3 believes they should. And that's the ones that we need to get rid of. Because that's the idiots in society. The idiots in society. So now we know 1/3 of Britons are complete idiots and retarded people. So that's the ones we need to. They shouldn't be able to vote. They will vote for ice cream. I mean, that's the ones we need to move out of the country. Lunatics. And I'll say it, Philip Schofield is in the paper today vowing that he will not watch This Morning today. He thinks that Holly's return is devastating for him. So there we go. Well, to be fair, Philip, I don't think many people will be watching it this morning anyway. Yes, because we think you're both lunatics and both as guilty as each other. Yeah. And people say to me, and I get the odd message, but Trevor, Holly, you know, sometimes someone is so close to someone that they really didn't have a clue. Well, let me point this out to the lunatics out there. Holly is married to a senior ITV producer who's best friends with This Morning's ITV producer, Martin Frizzell. Are you telling me that Martin Frizzell, who's best friends with Holly's husband, two ITV producers, didn't talk about this? Are you really that gullible to believe she knew absolutely nothing? I would give her a lie detector. Do you know what, Holly, if you're listening today, why don't you do a lie detector test live on This Morning and get Jeremy Kyle to do it for you? He used to do it on a show, so we know there's lie detectors available at ITV. Do it live on air. Do it live on air and prove to the nation how innocent you are. Just my opinion. And Facebook. A whistleblower from Facebook has sat down in an exclusive interview and said that Facebook will not shut down fake news and propaganda because it is so scared of losing its users. Well, to the YouTube human reviewer, listen to this. I was on Facebook a couple of years ago and I kept receiving 24-hour bans, 48-hour bans for telling the truth. Then one day it came to my friend Robert O'Neill, who is the US Navy SEAL who killed Osama bin Laden. We were chatting on the phone and he was telling me it was coming up to the anniversary of when he carried out his orders to remove him off the planet. And I happened to post a photograph of a set of flip-flops floating in the sea, and I captioned it, Bin Laden spotted at sea. Well, I received an extensive ban from Facebook for that. You know what they said? Why they give me the ban? It was hateful content towards someone. So I obviously appealed the decision, and I asked them who my hateful content was directed towards, because the person actually had been removed from the planet. I decided to leave Facebook. In fact, I'm not on any other social media apart from this, because this is where the real people exist. Well, people, listen, I'm going to shoot on, get things to do today. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks for continuing to support the channel. It does mean a lot. I've received eight people have sent me their names and addresses for the book they want off me, Exploitation. For those of you who haven't, let me see. For those of you that haven't known, or you don't know yet, I'm sure you do, you can pre-order my new book, Exploitation. You can pre-order that now on Amazon. It is available. It's $10.99. I think I get £1 of that. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's about the sales. It's currently sitting just outside the top 300 of bestsellers. I would love all 85,000 of you to help me get it in at least the top 100, top 50. So there we go. Have a great day, everyone, and stay safe.